But, you know, my collectibles aren't they're not expensive. But, you know, I love this one over here, man. Little Scarface.
Oh.
Kind of dope.
Oh.
That one's dope. And, you know, a little Breaking Bad over here.
A great show. Great show.
Yeah.
It's oh my gosh.
Those are a couple of my favorites.
I love that one.
Then I got this one. Actually, these are kind of cool, man. I got the little Cheech and Chong. Just because it's so random. You know what I mean? They're so random.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I see you have the Infinity Gauntlet behind you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, and I got like World War II stuff. I got like a stuffed shark down there. I don't know if you could see that, but
yeah. Yeah.
I just like, this is my man cave. This is my basement. So I told my wife, you know, when we bought the house, I just need my basement. I need it to be the way I want it. And I like to surround myself with things that I like.
No,
you know
absolutely. I mean? Absolutely. So, okay. And, if there was, well, okay. So what about on Veve? Well,
the Todd is my grail.
Okay.
On Veve.
Okay. So,
the one that I want, I want the Superman, just because I love Superman. So I'm probably gonna pick that up at some point. I'm gonna flip into it. I'm working, and buying, trading some stuff and trying to, accumulating my gems. Yeah. And looking to flip into Superman.
So I'm gonna, if you were able to tell Veve, hey, I want you to make this NFT, what would it be?
Oh man. Well, they're going to do it. Is the Star Wars stuff is what I'm most looking forward to. I want like a Darth Vader. You know what I mean? I want a Darth Vader that breathes. I want the ultimate animated Darth Vader. I want a Yoda. I'm looking forward to those a lot. You know what I also want? I want some horror characters. I grew up as a big fan of horror movies. The first movie I went to was a movie called Madman, 1981. It's a slasher movie about a guy killing people in the woods. I was 4 years old.
Stop.
Yo, I was 4. My father took me to a slasher movie, rated R, obviously, about a guy who hacks people up in the woods. I was 4.
Dude, stop playing.
Yo,
did your mom
crazy.
know?
Yeah, I don't know, it was crazy. He took me to see like Nightmare on Elm Street in 1983. I was 6. I vividly remember going to the movies. So I fell in love with horror movies at a young age because he liked horror movies. And I guess that was the only time he got to go out because he had 4 kids at home. So he like brought me and my other brothers as well. But nowadays, they'd call ACS on me.
No,
I brought a 4-year-old to a slasher movie. That'd be crazy. Someone will report me.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
you can't do that now.
Crazy.
No.
You can't do that.
No. All right. So what obviously I love the fact that you have baseball cards. You have, old school vintage physical toys, and you have Veve, you have crypto. I love all that. But if you had like not okay, so what was the best, I guess, purchase profit wise? Like what was the best deal that you ever got?
I don't know. I think collectible wise, I think that Willie Mays card I got for under $1,000, and within a year it went to like $7,000 or so.
Wow.
So that was pretty big. Then just flip. Landing something on Veve though for $60. The Mickey Mouse is like $60, and to have it go to 6,000 is 100x.
Yeah.
In 3 days, it went to 6,000 in 3 days. That's 100x, and nowhere else. So a lot of people complain about, it's hard to get the drops. It's hard to get the drops because they'll 100x some of them in a matter of days. But you don't have to get them all. If you got one ultra rare, a year, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then mix in some rares and whatever. That's a lotto ticket. you know, and that's where it starts at, you know, that they're going up, you know, that Mickey went down. It's down to about 3,800 right now. That'll be over $10,000 in due time. You know what I mean? And what did that cost? $60. You know,
Right.
they're basically lotto tickets. So it's just crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And you're right. That you put in $60, you get that ultra rare Mickey. Absolutely.
Yeah.
By the way, in the chat, Moonboy says, let's get some Twilight Zone NFTs. How about that?
Oh yeah, I got a couple Twilight Zone collectibles. Hold up, man. I got this guy. Wait, where is he? Remember with the ventriloquist dummy?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah. And I got another one. Hold up, man.
Oh, stop playing.
Remember the one, that episode with William Shatner? That's one of my favorites, man.
Holy crap.
You remember that? Did you watch Twilight Zone?
Yeah, oh, yes, I put it on Twilight Zone I know you're gonna laugh. We're talking about bad dads, right? I put Twilight Zone for my kids, and you see how
that's great.
Young. And I put it on for my kids, the black and white originals.
Yeah, it's great. Twilight Zone is classic. They can never recreate it. They've tried so many times to recreate the Twilight Zone, but it doesn't work.
No, man, it's so funny. Yes, Justin in the chat. Twilight Zone is lit. Absolutely.
What's up, Justin?
Yes. So you know, it's I love it. I love it. A lot of people were talking to me about Black Mirror.
Yeah, I was gonna say Black Mirror is good. Black Mirror is good.
Okay.
You need to watch that. You ever watched it?
I put on the first episode.
Don't with the pigs. Yeah.
Man, bro, my wife, I kid you not, I'm watching, right? And she's folding clothes in the bedroom, but is right there. And she hears that I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but it's the one with the virtual reality game and whatever, right? And she comes in there and she's like, what in the world are you watching? I was like, I don't know, man. This is making me feel uncomfortable.
It's dark.
Yeah. And
it'll take you places. It'll take you places you don't want to go. That's why I love it.
Bro. Yeah.
I love dark. I like dark stuff. Stuff that makes you think. When Black Mirror is good, it's really good. You know, not every episode hits, but when it hits,
it's a home run.
Yeah, Black Mirror is dope.
Okay. Very cool.
And Black Mirror is very timely. Like, you know, watch it because you're going to see things that they portray. You see it starting now to come to life, you know, like a social rating system. They do that in China now. So, I mean, just check it out, man.
For sure. And by the way, before I forget, the NFTs that I have made, I before we end or after, should I say, send me your public Opensea address. Do you have a Opensea? No. Okay. Well, the day you get one, shoot me the public address and I'll send you. I've got a Michael Myers. I have a
dope.
Face. Yes, and I see the stuff that you're into is like all the stuff that I'm into.
So you like horror movies also?
Yeah, I love it. I have a Michael Myers. I want to do all of them, but right now
Scarface, dope. Yeah, stuff from the 80s, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, the Scarface one, it has audio on it, and he, say hello to my little friend. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's classic.
For sure. Okay. So, what about a bad investment? Something, it could be on VV or not, or crypto, something that you got into, and hey, bro, we've all been there. Mm-hmm. Something that
I got caught up in when the high growth stocks were booming. I bought in companies that I still like, like Planet 13. I like Planet 13. That's, they're like Mary Jane, they sell that in Vegas. So I like the company, but I bought at a high valuation, which since came down. So, buying things at the wrong prices. I like the companies that I bought, like very good food companies. Another one that's like they do, like vegetable, like, you know, meat made out of vegetable, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the company, but I bought it at a high valuation. It crashed down. So, you know, you live and you learn. And also not being convicted in 2017 when I bought Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin. I bought Ethereum. I bought Ripple. I bought Ripple at like 3 cents. XRP, yeah, like 3 cents or something. But I wasn't convicted. You know, I didn't know. I didn't do my homework. I didn't, you know, do the deep dive. And then once the price dropped, I bailed.
Yeah.
So, you know, those are things. But, you know, every bad investment is investment in yourself. Every wrong decision, if you learn from it, will lead you in the right, you know, the right direction. So you don't, you know, you don't get to becoming, you know, a good investor or, you know, make good decisions without making bad ones first.
Absolutely, I agree. And everybody in the chat also, I you know what, I may have forgotten to mention, this is open forum, so we're gonna have him, you know, we're sitting down with Danny the Bull, asking him a few questions. We have him for a few minutes more, so please, a link to his YouTube channel is pinned, so, but it's open forum, so go ahead, throw a question in there, and I'll ask it. So, okay, a problem with Veve, do you feel that there is any, if any?
A problem with Veve or Omi? Like Veve? Yeah,
the app.
Well, I think them being slow, I think their biggest problem is that they grew too fast. They were expecting this sort of growth in 4 years. That's what they said in their AMA on Friday. They grew really fast. I don't think they intended to. And because of that, now they have to meet the expectations of everyone. They need to scale their business accordingly. And like the fact that MTL isn't out yet is very frustrating to people. Like people can't cash out of the app. So, and I think sometimes I think that they're great with like the AMAs and communicating and building a community. But at the same time, sometimes they don't communicate some things well. All right. So like, yes, at the AMA, they said something like, well, not a few countries won't be able to cash out. Well, that leads people to think, well, what countries? Like I'm from a different, you know, I live in wherever. I'm in France. I'm in whatever country. To just say that and walk away from it, I feel like, you know, they need to do a little better there with communicating. But overall, I think the team does a great job.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why I'm so, you know, have such conviction is because of the team and the job they do.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. I think just like any company in the beginning, there are going to be some issues, growing pains.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. Okay. So if you were going to be rich, but you had to work or run a business, what would it be? You know, what kind of business would you run, or what kind of job would you run? But you know, you're going to be rich doing it.
Damn. I don't know, man. I think I'd want to be into like filmmaking, something creative.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I spent some years learning how being into filmmaking. So I think that's it. You know, I taught myself how to edit. You know, I do a lot of writing. I did a lot of writing back in the day. So I'd, you know, write and film my own movies.
Okay, super dope. Wow. Okay, that's definitely unique. All right. So, by the way, anybody watching, I'm asking questions just to get to know who Danny the Bull is as a person. Okay. So we're just getting to know him. All right. So favorite car?
Tesla. I need a Tesla.
All right.
I want a Tesla because I'm in love with the tech, man. I test drove one and it was driving me on the highway by itself. It was dope, man. You know, definitely. That's my next car.
That's what vevevolt said. I don't know if you know who he is.
Oh yeah? Yeah. I do. Yeah. I caught some of that interview.
Yeah, he said Tesla too.
Yeah, Tesla, man. I'm not a car guy. Like I don't love cars, you know what I mean? But I love Teslas.
Yeah.
You know, they're just sleek. Have you ever been inside one?
No.
You got to go test drive one.
Oh man, I go do that. I may buy one.
Yeah.
My cousin was actually not too far from Astoria. Anyway, a used car not a used car, a car salesman. I'm trying to remember the dealership. Anyway, and he said, once I get somebody to test drive, I know it's a wrap. Like the percent versus not test drive is like astronomical. He's telling me, he's like, man, that is my goal. My goal is not to sell him the car. My goal is to have him test drive.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I need to do it anyway. I need to do it.
You got to do it, man. That self-driving is sick. It's scary. It was like changing lanes, and there was a truck riding up next to me, and no hands on the wheel. And my wife was bugging out in the back seat.
Brother, I would be bugging out.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. What about 3 places that you want to go and spend some time? It could be places you've been to already or you haven't been to.
I like traveling. So Peru, Machu Picchu. I was supposed to go the year in 2020. My trip got canceled because of the pandemic. We're going to go there, Galapagos Islands in Ecuador. I want to go to Poland to see the concentration camp in Auschwitz, history-wise. But I'm a big fan of traveling. My family, I try to bring my kids traveling. We took them to 6 countries. Europe. We went on a European vacation for about 30 days in, I don't know, I forgot when, 5 years ago, maybe. 2 kids, dragged them 6 countries, 30 days. Wow. So I'm big on experiences, Wow.
Yeah, no. And that's the thing. They're at a good age where they'll remember it.
Yeah. Well, my daughter don't remember anything, but she was like 2. But my
son, it happened a long time ago.
5 years ago. She was like 3 years old. She sees the pictures. So, but my son, he's been to like 20 countries or something like this. He's 13. He's been to a lot of places,
Okay, I have to ask. What's your favorite number 1 place? Number 1.
Damn, I don't know. Paris. I loved Paris.
Really?
Just for the ambiance and the culture. Italy, like Rome. I loved Rome. Been to Greece. Slovenia is beautiful.
Wow. It's, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite sport? I'm assuming baseball?
Baseball, yeah, 100%. Okay. Everything else, like I was into football being young, but it never quite stuck with me. I was a Redskin fan growing up. And my oldest brother is a huge Cowboy fan. Yeah, no, I was a Redskin fan. What? I think I liked, you can't say, can I say Redskin anymore?
Oh,
Washington football team.
Yeah.
So I was a huge Redskin fan growing up. I don't know why. Probably the Jets sucked and the Giants sucked in the 80s, I guess. I don't know. And I liked the uniform. But I fell out of it. Baseball's been my diehard, man. I'm a diehard Mets fan. It's my passion. I love the game. It's slow. You can have a conversation during it. It's
right.
Nuanced. So
I love the strategy behind it between the pitcher and the batter. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite part of baseball. I think people like my wife, she hates baseball, I mean, not hate, that's a strong word, but she doesn't, she's not crazy about it. But I try to explain, there's strategy here. Look, he just threw whatever curveball. Now, whatever the
setting him up. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. That's what I love about it.
It's a game within a game. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So about baseball, I have this, a lot of controversy about the K zone, the strike zone, whether it should be continued being called by an umpire, or should a computer take over the calling balls and strikes. What's your opinion on that?
I think they should test it out. Let's try it out. I wouldn't mind trying it out as long as we don't have Joe West calling behind the plate. He's the worst. That guy calls strike 6 inches off the plate.
Yeah.
But I think, I would test it out. You kind of lose something, but I didn't like instant replay. I didn't like the idea of instant replay when it came out because, you know, it's just, I'm a purist. I considered myself a purist. But then once we got used to instant replay, now I like instant replay because now I know I won't lose on a bad call.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it does help maintain, like the worst thing that can happen in baseball is, you know, a bad call and you lose game 7. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's important to get it right.
Even if it's your team that loses, but
you don't want it to happen like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm with you. Okay. I noticed you have a Wu-Tang shirt on, sweater.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wu-Tang is forever.
The Wu-Tang is forever. Super dope. Talk to me. Favorite type of music?
Oh God, man, I love music, man. The first album I ever bought, 1983. I was 6 years old. Was Run DMC's first album. I grew up in the 80s. I grew up loving hip hop, rap. I loved KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, Eric B. and Rakim, LL Cool J. I grew up diehard hip hop fan that extended into the 90s. Of course, Biggie, Pac, Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, Outkast. Huge.
Oh my, Nas. Oh my.
Nas, I seen them all in concert. You know, being in New York, I was able to go to Manhattan at a place called Tramps. It was a small hole in the wall, and I saw so many artists there who later blew up. You know what I mean? I saw Outkast there, and standing behind me was Slick Rick.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Slick Rick had his gold chains on. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's Slick Rick.
That's crazy. I met Slick Rick in person once also. That is
dope.
That is, brother, that is, yes. And I'm the same way. We're not interviewing me, but I just want to say I'm the same way. I love the same music. Absolutely.
But I also like rock. You know, I grew up with grunge also, and I love Nirvana. I love the Chili Peppers. I love the Beatles. You know what I mean? I listen to everything now, except pop music. I don't like mumble rap. I'm a big, I like Kendrick Lamar now. My modern rappers, Run the Jewels. This is like the modern rap I listen to. I'm a Kanye fan too. I like Kanye. A lot of people hate him, but
yeah, I mean, he's definitely has a unique
polarizing.
Yeah. So, okay, all right. So again, we only have literally a few minutes. If you have a question that you want me to ask, ask it pretty soon. And we're talking to Danny the Bull. YouTube channel is Financial News and Views. It's linked in the live chat right there. It's pinned on top. So if you're not subbed, go sub and hurry back. We have just a handful of questions that we want to go through. So let's jump in the DeLorean. Let's throw on the flux capacitor. We're gonna go ahead and travel. Talk to me. I want 3 different time periods. One before you were born that you want to go visit. One during your life, that a time period during your life, and then one time in the future. So give me 3.
Before I was born, I would say I'd like to walk around like old New York. You know what I mean? Just feel like the ambiance and the culture. Or being the gladiator, being like in the Coliseum during gladiator times. Ooh. And give the thumbs down on someone.
Oh, you're gonna do the thumbs down?
I give the thumbs down. I'm going thumbs down. Yeah, I'm gonna go thumbs down.
Bro, that is fire, bro. Mucho caliente. That right there, that is.
What would you do? You would do thumbs up?
No, you know what? I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
Thumbs down. Yeah. Yeah. It's much more fun.
I love it. Wow, that is such a unique answer. I freaking love that answer. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
During my lifetime?
Yeah.
I think I would want to go to see Prince in concert.
Ooh.
Purple Rain concert. Prince.
Ooh, I love that. Purple Rain, some Prince.
Purple Rain. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. And then what about future?
Damn. Future didn't happen yet, so I'm not so sure. You know what? Just give me like 100 years from now. I want to see where I want to live in the metaverse. You know what I mean? I want to live in the matrix. I want to see just what the technology's like. And that's my hope, is that like Elon Musk figures out how to pull my brain out and plug it into a computer so I can live forever.
Brother, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time, you know, before, you know,
I'd love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't got to shovel snow. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you know what? That's a one negative about living in New York. So, okay. So, you know, that's, you know, a little crazy, you know, some people may feel that that's a little far-fetched, but I don't. I am totally with you. That's coming. Do you believe in aliens, extraterrestrials?
not in like the way that we think of them. Like, I don't know, man. I go back and forth in this. Like, it's like never ending out there. You know what I mean? We can't see. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to fathom and wrap your mind around the fact that this is the only planet in the whole, you know, multiverse that has life. So
Yeah,
really super, you know, but you know, who knows?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just so huge.
I would love to go to space. I'm afraid of heights and I don't like flying, but I would love to just, you know, go to space, man. That'd be dope.
Oh, heck yeah. That'd be super dope. Oh my God.
Would you do it? You'll be able to in your lifetime. It'll get cheaper. It's like $250,000 right now to jump on the waiting list for, you know, the private space. But they just take you like right, you know, and then you come right back down.
Right. I would do it.
Yeah.
I would do it. Yeah, I would do it. I mean, the thing is an experience that, I mean, come on, you know? So, okay. All right. So what about, I don't know if you have tattoos or not, but if you were going to get a tattoo, what would it be of?
Man, I don't know, man.
Like you have.
I don't like the permanence. I don't like the permanence.
The permanent is kind of permanent.
That's what it is, man. That's why I never got one. I don't know what I would get. I don't know.
Star Wars? I don't know. Some Star Wars?
I don't think so, man.
No.
I don't know. Maybe a woo symbol.
Oh, we going
dope symbol.
We're going with the woo.
Or I might get Thug Life tattooed across my belly like Tupac.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could pull it off.
Bro, you got it, man.
You think I can pull it off?
Yeah.
I don't think I can pull it off.
We go get the tattoos. I'll get a matching
across the belly.
Yeah, we'll go back in time to the Coliseum. We give them no shirt for the Thug Life, baby.
Do one of those.
I love it. Okay, all right. So Danny the Bull. All right, you know what? Let's we said hard stop 11. We have 5 minutes. So last question. What is something about you that you know, maybe your viewers don't know about you that would be surprising? You know, something you're willing to share.
I don't know. I actually did make a movie about, what was it, 10 years ago, maybe. Yeah, I made a movie. I bought my own equipment. I scripted. You know, I wrote like a 120-page script. I took a year and I filmed a full-length movie, and I edited it myself, and it was with all my family and friends. And I held a screening for it. That was a pretty cool experience. It was a cool experience just to do it with, you know, people that, you know, now I look back on it and some of those people aren't here anymore because they were older, but, you know, I got like my whole family in there. I got all my friends, people that I grew up with. So it was really, really cool experience. And that, you know, so like I said, I'm big into editing. I was big into like editing and filmmaking. And that's what kind of, I always wanted to make a YouTube channel for that reason. I never knew what. I always thought it would be more entertainment centered. I never knew what I would do until, you know, this happened. So it was like a perfect crossroads for me.
Yeah, beautiful. I love it. Yeah, man. So everybody, you know, that was the interview. Again, once this is uploaded to YouTube, I'm gonna go into the description.